Is the latest coming in. Countries including Japan, including Indonesia, including Philippines have also been issued a tsunami warning following an earthquake of 7.9 magnitude on the Richter scale. At least that is the preliminary magnitude of the earthquake that has struck off the coast of Philippines. These are reports coming in from the U.S. Geological Survey. The quake was said to be about 20 miles deep. It was centered off the east coast, about 60 kilometers in the Samar province and 60 kilometers off the town of Juayuan. But the extent of damage after this earthquake is not yet known. All we know at this point of time is that a strong tsunami has struck near Philippines and tremors have been felt elsewhere as well. Let me just quickly reiterate the statement that has been given by the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center. It has said, and I quote here, an earthquake of this size has the potential to disrupt tsunami that can strike at coastlines near the epicenter within minutes and more distant coastlines within hours.
This happens, Charles, there's always a lot of information that's going to come in, and it's important that we understand what these different terms actually mean. A tsunami warning is a warning that a tsunami may have been generated and could affect the areas listed under the warning. So far, those areas include the areas of the Philippines, parts of Indonesia, and we do not know at this time if a tsunami was generated. It is important that people understand. Then there's also a tsunami watch. This is where the earthquake actually happened, and Brandon is helping me here. Can we go all the way, zoom out in so we can see where Japan is, for example? There's a tsunami watch that was issued, and it's still valid for the coast of Japan. A tsunami advisory, actually, is what they refer to it, along the coast of Japan. That remains in place. There is no tsunami warning for Japan. There's an advisory issued by the Japan Meteorological Agency, and an advisory means that if a tsunami was generated, in this case from this earthquake, thousands of kilometers away here in the Philippines, they would expect the wave to be less than half a meter along the coast of Japan. So every country, every area will have a different type of advisory depending on what they can expect. Now, for the Philippines, there's still a tsunami warning. Something very important to note is that if a tsunami was indeed generated, we would be looking at times that would be getting pretty close right now. It would have already reached Indonesia, as you can see here. It would have been very close to Legazpi in the Philippines. We're getting into that time right now where those initial waves would have reached the shoreline. So we should know fairly soon whether or not a tsunami was actually generated from this very powerful, now revised 7.6 magnitude quake off the coast of the Philippines. So these are some of the times that are listed under those tsunami warning times. Let's go ahead and show you again the Google map. This is where the earthquake happened, very close to land. This is the shake map, and what this indicates is the areas the perceived shaking that you would expect in a situation like this. And this is important because this means that along the island of Samar, for example, they would have felt even moderate shaking. So you could expect some damage, not major damage, but some damage from shaking such as this. And notice in the areas closest to the epicenter, these small islands right over here along the southern portion of the eastern Philippines, we have right over here, that would have been strong shaking in those areas. I believe we have someone from the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center to speak to us right now. Victor Sardinia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit more about this earthquake and about the tsunami warnings that have been issued for the Philippines?
Well, actually, originally we have put other areas under the warning, but now we cancel even the watch that we have put in place for Hawaii also. And we only kept 3 countries under the warning. That's Indonesia, the Philippines, and Palau. Those are the only 3 areas and countries that actually are under the warning right now.
Okay, so to recap, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Palau are the only areas that are now under the tsunami warning. Do you have any information as to whether or not a tsunami was actually generated by this earthquake?
No, we don't have any actual sea level information as we speak. We are still monitoring some of the gauges that we have access to in that area, but we don't have any actual measurements yet. I want to point out it's a rather powerful quake, but it's not to the size, let's say, of previous quakes like the Japan earthquake or nothing like that. This is more, in case it produces tsunami, it's going to be more like restricted to that regional area. It's not something that could actually potentially propagate all across the ocean. It's not going to be of that magnitude, even if an actual tsunami was generated. I want to clarify that so that people don't worry too much unnecessarily.
But it's important for the people, especially closest to the epicenter, to pay close attention, of course, as to what happened. Do you know if there's a tsunami advisory still in place for Japan?
Most probably, that depends on what the procedures are for their own area of responsibility. In this case, Japan and adjacent areas. I believe that they must have an advisory in place for Japan. An advisory is a low level of let's say, like advisory. Is the word says it is not like an immediate threat. It's like just keep watching the bulletins that we issue, and let's see, we're monitoring the situation. That's basically what an advisory means, but it doesn't mean that necessarily there is an immediate threat to Japan.
Right.
Due to this earthquake and potentially generated tsunami.